I am the Tofu Golem. Please enjoy the video.
You begin by adding Bootstrap CSS and JavaScript to your HTML so responsive utilities work out of the box. Include the meta viewport tag so mobile devices scale correctly. This is non-negotiable. Then create the structural skeleton, a container, a row, and column classes like col12, colMD6. Once done, you'll see how grid breakpoints control layout. Make sure to use the right breakpoint for the device size you target so spacing and flow adapt automatically. Now you flesh out the page using Bootstrap's grid and utility classes to control behavior across widths. You mix colSM and colLG classes so elements reflow, small screens stack, larger screens sit side by side. Use deflex and alignment utilities to center or stretch components without custom CSS. Add imFluid to images so they scale, and responsive display classes to hide or show elements at specific breakpoints. Once these pieces are combined, test resize behavior frequently to validate the intended layout transitions. Finish by polishing spacing, typography, and interactions while keeping Bootstrap's mobile-first philosophy. You should add only minimal custom CSS. Prefer media queries that augment breakpoints rather than replacing them. Test on real devices and in browser DevTools to catch subtle overflow or alignment issues. If layout breaks, inspect for missing container or row or columns exceeding 12 units. These are the typical causes. If JavaScript components misbehave, verify Bootstrap JS and Popper are loaded in the right order before diagnosing further.
Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing if we helped you today.